or giving speeches. And the people just loved him when he gave those speeches.
Ninoy Aquino has confirmed that one of the youngest.
Nung tumakbo ko sa Senado, ibang labanan. I had to reach out to the whole nation. I even used a chopper to make grand entrances. Kailangan talagang mag-gimmick.
It seemed to me that there was nothing that Ninoy could not handle. He had everything going his way, and that he had been able to plan his life, and things were really going on schedule. I told him one day, Ninoy, you're able to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning to fly to Cologne to be a sponsor at the wedding, and you cannot attend your sons or your daughters, whatever. When Ninoy was in politics, he had no time. Everything was just related to how he can first be nominated and how he can become president. The big event that he was waiting for was the presidential elections in 1973. But lo and behold, I guess God had other plans.
He has created an atmosphere that breeds communism. He has done more harm to himself and to the country by doing this.
Ninoy felt that there should be a third alternative. Marcos used to say, if you don't choose me, this country will go to the communists.
What did Mr. Marcos do? If you read his pronouncement, he said there was anarchy in the street, there was a left and right rebellion, there was this and there was that. But there is only one reason, which he never said. He wanted to prolong his stay in Malacanang sapagkat napakasarap.
Running for a third term. Don't you think that 2 terms is enough for any man?
Very quietly, Mr. Marcos started maneuvering to change our form of government from an American-type presidential system to a British-type parliamentary so that he can be elected as a deputy from Ilocos, become prime minister, and then stay on forever. That was the plan.
You have witnessed the events of the last year. We have fallen and we are falling back on our last line of defense. You are also witnesses to the patience that we have shown in the face of provocation. In the face of abuse and license, we have used or attempted to use persuasion. Now, the limit has been reached, for we are against the wall. We must now defend the Republic of the Philippines with this stronger power.
What is the cause for all of this struggle? Very succinctly, I believe that no man, how brilliant this man, can dictate the welfare or the direction of 48 million Filipinos. I vowed to myself that because you have elected me to the Senate and I gloried in its pomp, therefore it is now time that I must suffer the consequences of my act.
I'm at the airport and I cannot leave America without saying goodbye to you and expressing to you my deepest gratitude.
Look, our prayers are always with you for your safety and success and freedom of the people, okay?
Okay. Now, this is the latest statement that I can give you.
Yeah.
My source is Cardinal Sin.
Yes.
Number one, Marcos checked in at the kidney center.
Yes.
They did a test. He flunked all tests, and the conclusion was if they operate on him, it would be fatal. So he went back to the palace. He's no longer responding to medication, and he will have to be hooked up to the dialysis machine now more often. How he will last with that machine on, I don't know. Apparently, they are now moving to put in Imelda in effective control.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of time, so he wanted 3 weeks to collect his thoughts, write his memoir, complete his book, and most probably craft the final stages of his administration. He's a man now, terminal, he knows he's going, and that's the background that I'm coming in.
Any indication from the U.S. side that there might be somewhat helpful or cooperative, or absolutely nothing?
No indication, except that they're watching me.
Of course.
They're following all my steps.
God be with you.
Thank you.
Pinoy, huh?
Bye-bye.
My next stopover was Malaysia. I was invited by the Sultan of Johor, who was a close friend of mine. His son picked me up from Singapore, and I was brought across the border to Malaysia. I shared my plans with the Sultan and to some of his friends and allies who joined our meeting. He offered the southern back door to get me to the Philippines. I thanked him for the offer, but my plan was already in place to land in Manila.
I've ordered the arrest of those directly involved in the conspiracy to overthrow our duly constituted government by violence and subversion.
Ninoy had been arrested early morning of September 23, 1972, while they were having a meeting in the Hilton at the time. He called me on his radio phone. There were no cell phones at the time. And he said, Cory, pupunta ngayon ako sa Krame. And I said, bakit? At saka mo na malalaman.
Mr. Marcos arrested together with us in the Senate most of the leaders in the Constitutional Convention. All of those opposing him went to jail with us.
It was really just so awful, and I thought, oh, this is just the beginning, and what's going to happen next?
And Mr. Marcos said, I declared martial law to save democracy. But by saving democracy, he killed it.
That was the beginning of a long detention period of 7 years and 7 months. In the beginning, it wasn't too bad. Like, every day we could visit for 1 hour. He was no longer in control of his life. And one man was deciding everything for us. And in the beginning, we were both, well, maybe you could say we were complaining, why is this happening to us? Okay, we're not saints, but definitely we're not the big sinners that other people are. And yet, they're free to do their own thing, and here we are, having to suffer this.
And I often ask myself, bakit ka pa nagpapakahirap dito? In 73, a high official of the government asked me, endorse mo na lamang ang New Society ni Noy, ayos na, ilalabas na kita. When I refused, they advised me, sumulat ka na lang kay Marcos, ask for his forgiveness. O ano naman ka akong kasalanan ko, ay siya nagkasala sa bayan, bakit akong hihingi ng tawad? I want to prove to Mr. Marcos that not only comfort and material things are the demands of the flesh, that there is an indomitable spirit that will be willing to take any sacrifices for our people.
What was going on in Ninoy's mind and heart was something not easily visible or felt by those who did not know him. But I could, in fact, sense the tremendous change, not only going on in his mind and heart, but also in mine.
One of the greatest problems of a prisoner